So I was reading about bone spurs, which is what's been my latest issue, and what I can do. So apparently arthritis is what's causing it, which I know I have. So yes, surgery is an option, but do you want to do that? Now, it says to walk in well-supported shoes on flat ground. Well, guess what? Our land isn't anything but flat. So, I have good shoes on. I have my walking stick and my dogs. I have a phone. I have to say the leaves make it even more difficult because I can't really see where the ground is. And my other issue is vertigo that comes on. So you can kind of see that right there, where it's flat and then where it drops. Keep going, dogs, and you'll be able to see them just appear slowly. Anyway, so it makes it challenging to make the best use of all our land, and I really just feel like if I'm going to buy land, I'm going to own land, it should be being used. So we have some plans. They are still in the pre-planning stages. So we'll have to get back to you as that progresses. But like even back here, you can see how the property lays, and then all that's flat down there, and then it drops again. So I'll take you on a little stroll, best I can, with my crazy dogs in tow. Not that I think they would do much for me if I had an accident out here. But they sure have a good time running around the leaves. They need exercise just like we humans do. Especially since we live in a tiny house. So again, there you can see that drops off into like a point, all points, you know, down there, and then goes back up again. And yeah, we have this fence here, and that's only because there's a big gully up there. But I don't know if you can see, there's a light post. Oh, I gotta find it. I think I just blocked myself. Right on the other side of this big tree right here. There's a big tree right there. Right in between those two trees, this small one here and this bigger one, is the corner, the upper corner by the street of the property. And then it goes out and across and down and meets up way over there, which I doubt very seriously I will be trekking that far. But at the time, we just needed to put up a fence to have a way to rotate the pigs. Because we started out, and every single weekend almost, we were busting our tails, driving posts, pulling posts, moving fence. And, you know, mainly the plain electric wire was just, you know, we are on a road and surrounded by people who do like to hunt. So we just really didn't want to not have some sort of an exterior fence to hold them in. So that's why this is here. And if our plans work out, there'll be a lot of work to probably take all this fence back down again, which will be kind of a bummer. But in the long run, it'll make our homestead much more practical for use for what we're hoping to do in the future. So that's a little runoff canal down there, And then way back off over the hill off our property, probably about 10 to 20 feet back with our property still, is a big creek. So yeah, I had to be real careful because we had a lot of rain yesterday, and a lot of this here does, like in the summertime, throws up a lot of underbrush, which we know goats would probably take care of, but again, we're just not set up to have the buildings that we would need to house them, because they don't like to be cold and wet. And they would have to have some place to bed down to get out of the weather. And yeah, you can make the little shelters like these for pigs, but they're just a little bit more, they just need a little bit more than pigs do. For obvious reasons, pigs have a lot more fat on them than a goat. But you can see kind of this creek, or this little drainage area that goes along here. There's only some water in there right now. It goes down through the property. And the dogs are trying to get to it. No, you can't have that water. It's not moving enough. So our property goes up on this other side of this creek on an angle. Back up that way. And we've also considered just, you know, we've been on the hunt for more property, which we've mentioned before. To see if we could get something that's already flat, already cleared. You know, maybe a farmer's land or a piece of a farmer's land. It's just, you know, we just couldn't seem to find anything that met the bill, the price, you know, it just didn't fall into line. That's neat. Water's moving a little bit there. Looks like we need to clean this out, and I'm sure we did some of that. We just kind of came to the conclusion that, you know, we don't have a mortgage. We own this land. We own our house that we currently have. Not to say we're debt free. We wish we were debt free, and we're going to work towards that before we make any big changes. But this is a good spot. It's not right off a busy road. It's not too far away from town when we do need to go into town. So we're staying here. We're taking advantage of, you know, the fact that we own it already. If we can maybe gain some more property from our neighbor, come to some arrangement with them that we can afford to add a couple acres to it that's a little flatter, which there are spots over there that are flatter, then maybe that'll work out. And if it's God's will, it will. So we haven't really approached that yet. We want to have things more better lined up before we do that. So, but yeah, I wish I could point out the back corner of the property that goes back up to there. But I can't see the tree from here. And there is this tree that's pretty close to it. I call it my tree.